Picture this. You wake up on a Monday, pour your coffee, and realize the guy down the hall, from the room you're renting to him, just covered 70% of your mortgage. Nice way to start the week, right? Now imagine a different scene. You don't own the place at all, but you've leased it long-term, furnished it on the cheap, and travelers are booking it on short-stay sites every weekend. Same result, money shows up while you sleep. How do regular people pull that off, and where's the fine print hiding? Stick with me for the next 10 minutes and you'll have a playbook. Here's the big idea. Traditional real estate wisdom says, save a mountain of cash, buy the whole house, then rent it out. We're flipping that. We're looking for side doors, little entry points that cost less up front, but still let you tap the income stream. Think of it like Netflix family sharing. One account, multiple profiles, everyone saves a few bucks. First stop, your own address. This is the classic house hack, but it's way more flexible than just buying a duplex. Got an unfinished basement? Finish it, list it. Extra bedroom? Rent it. Parking spot nobody uses? Cash flow. Your home is a Swiss Army knife. Most folks only use the big blade. Open a few more tools and your housing bill drops fast. Now, what if buying is still a stretch? Enter rental arbitrage. You sign a regular lease, 12 months, fixed rent, and you get the landlord's blessing in writing to sublease short-term. It's like buying a year-long gym pass on discount day, then turning around and selling day passes at full price. The spread is yours, as long as you budget for furniture, cleaning, and the slow season when bookings cool off. Third lever, partnerships. Picture a band. One person writes the songs, another shreds the guitar, someone else drives the van. Same with rentals. One partner brings the down payment, another qualifies for the loan, a third handles management calls at 11 p.m. Clear roles, clear splits, everyone plays to strength. Let's zoom out and talk safety rails, because low cash strategies only work if you can stay in the game. Model the ugly months, not just the Instagram months. What happens if the roommate bails, the city caps short-term rentals, or the partner wants out? Plan B needs to be written down before Plan A goes live. All right, ready for a few more side doors? Think of a single property like a cake. Rent by the room means you're selling slices instead of the whole cake, usually at a higher total price. Works great near campuses or big job hubs, as long as the zoning rules say yes. Seller financing is next. It's the furniture store installment plan, but for a house. Instead of a bank, the seller lets you pay over time. You might hand over a smaller down payment, accept a slightly higher monthly bill, and still cash flow if the rent's strong enough. Then we've got the low-down government loans, FHA and VA. Think of them as economy tickets on the same train the luxury riders use. You agree to live in the property and follow a few tighter rules, but you're on the rails years sooner than if you waited to stack that 20% down payment. Notice the pattern? As the barrier to entry shrinks, your edge shifts from money to skill. Reading leases, decoding city ordinances, crunching numbers. Data tools become your headlights in fog. They don't remove every risk, but they light up just enough road so you can keep moving. And don't be surprised when these tactics blend. One property might do student housing 9 months of the year and travel nurse rentals in the summer. Call it a Swiss Army lease. The faster you adapt to new rules, the more you'll write a few rules yourself. So how do you start without feeling overwhelmed? Treat each tactic like an opening move in chess. The goal isn't checkmate tomorrow, it's surviving long enough to improve your position. Pick one small, reversible experiment. Maybe that's listing your spare room for 30 days. Maybe it's running numbers on a rental arbitrage deal before you ever sign a lease. Track every dollar like a fitness log. Successes and failures both become training data for your next smarter move. Let that sink in for a second. Action plan time, tiny but mighty. 1. Jot down the 3 side doors that fit you best. Writing locks the ideas in. 2. Choose one that feels doable this month, not someday. 3. Take a bite-sized step. Price out basement drywall, message a landlord about subleasing, call a friend who might want to partner. Momentum beats perfection. So here's what we covered today, your lightning recap. First, house hacking turns the place you live into a Swiss Army asset. Second, rental arbitrage lets you control property income without owning the bricks. Third, partnerships spread the work and the risk. Think band, not solo act. Fourth, creative financing, seller notes, FHA, VA, shrinks the cash you need to get on the train. And finally, every strategy lives or dies by its safety rails. Plan for the ugly months and you'll survive to enjoy the good ones. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Cash is helpful, but skill is the true gatekeeper. Learn the rules, pull the right lever, and let other people's rent pay your bills. You've got your marching orders. Go test one tiny move this week, then come back for the next episode, because we're just getting started. You've got this.